all of our guests, ladies and gentlemen, our Hampton City Schools School Board Chairman, Dr. Richard Mason, our Superintendent, Dr. Smith, our present members of the school boards, the district leadership team, and the human resources staff. My name is Dr. Kim Richardson, and it is my pleasure to serve as your Master of Ceremony today. Excited to be here as I celebrate my 16th year as a Hampton City Schools employee, and I have had the amazing opportunity to work with many of our honorees today as I have continued to support the schools and our division, and I am looking forward to seeing and hearing about all of the wonderful efforts that our staff in Hampton City Schools do every day for our students and their families. Today's celebration has been made possible because of the members of the Teacher of the Year Selection Committee, the Teacher of the Year Special Event Committee, the WHCS Channel 46 staff, and the Hampton City Schools Graphics Department and Print Shop. Would you please join me in thanking these amazing people? It's been a few years since I've been able to say it is time for our Teacher of the Year processional. Hampton City Schools proudly presents the 2022-2023 Teachers of the Year. Let's give it up for our stars. Thank you. You may be seated. Well, would everyone please stand for the presentation of the colors, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right. Thanks. Forward. March. Colors. Halt. Low. Face. Ready. Cut. Present. Colors. Ready. Cut.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. And now at this time, I would like to ask our school board chairman, Dr. Richard Mason, to please provide his welcome and remarks. Please put your hands together for Dr. Mason.
Well, good. These balloons, I can't see everybody on this. How y'all doing? Good evening, everyone. This is certainly a highlight of being a school board member, having the opportunity to share in the celebration of the best of the best. One of the things I take pride in is really bragging on Hampton City Schools and all of the things, all of the great things that we do. And we are only able to do those things because of our teachers and the things that you're doing every day in the classrooms, in the trenches with our students. Our parents, we send you our best. Not always the brightest, but our best. And you do wonderful, wonderful things. And I can tell you from the beginning, from September until June, our children come back different. And it's because of what you do every day, day in and day out. We know that COVID has played a major part in some changes that we've made, but guess what? You all hit the ground running. You stayed the course. And we're continuing to do great things for our children right here in Hampton. And we always talk about every child, every day, whatever it takes. It's because of you. And so we know we have the best teachers, but today we're celebrating the best of the best. So I want to say thank you on behalf of my colleagues on the school board. Thank you for all that you do every day for our children. And so at this time, I would like for you all to stand because we saw you walk in. But let's turn around so everybody can see your faces. And let's give them a round of applause. So I will take my seat because I asked Ms. Gorel, I said, how much time do I have? Because when I don't have anything planned, I've been known to just run off the reservation for a little bit. So I'm going to take my seat, but once again, congratulations. And it's been a pleasure to see so many faces. I've had opportunities to visit some of the schools and see you in action and see some of the things you're doing. And so it's really an honor to be here to celebrate this accomplishment with you all. So congratulations once again.
It is my honor to bring to the stage, he's on the stage, bring up to the podium and the microphone our superintendent and illustrious leader, Dr. Jeffrey Smith. Dr. Smith is serving in his 7th year of leadership, ensuring Hampton City Schools works in collaboration with our community for academic excellence for every child, every day, whatever it takes. Please welcome Dr. Smith.
So let me begin by saying good afternoon, teachers of the year and family members. What an absolute pleasure it is to bring greetings and to stand before you. It is a pleasure to not only extend greetings to each of you on this special occasion, but more importantly, express my sincere appreciation for the energy, passion, commitment, and intellectual tenacity that you represent and bring to the table in fulfillment of our mission. As our chairman said, academic excellence for every child, every day, whatever it takes. Give yourselves another hand and let us join you. Let me say that indeed each of you embody for our young people doors of opportunities. And so thank you for the difference that you're already making on a daily basis. The future, indeed, it is in our hands. And you have embraced the reality that teachers nurture, guide, and mold our future. The challenge is before us. And so we know that you will continue to move forward with that challenge that is ahead of us. And that is creating new opportunities for our young people as we prepare them to be college, career, and life ready. Again, please know that I'm proud of each of you, and we offer to each of you our congratulations, and also we recognize your family members who are present. Family members, please stand because we want to recognize you as well. And so, without question, you have discovered what Maya Angelou said. Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. Thank you for doing an exceptional job on behalf of our young people and the families that we serve. It is my pleasure to serve as your superintendent. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Now it is time to get to what we are all here and ready for, the well-deserved recognition of our Teachers of the Year. Let's show them our appreciative excitement one more time. I would like to invite Meryl Innerfield, our Hampton City Schools 2021-2022 Elementary School Teacher of the Year, Patrick McRae, our 2021-22 Middle School Teacher of the Year, and Michelle Brown Perry, our 2021-22 High School Teacher of the Year, to the podium. Please come forward they will assist in recognizing our Teachers of the Year. Let's please welcome Meryl, Patrick, and Michelle. And would Dr. Mason, Dr. Smith, and our school board student representative please assist as well with our recognitions. And please stand, members of the division leadership team, and be recognized. Go ahead and turn around, let them look at you. Yes, beautiful, handsome. Okay. Ms. Innerfield.
I'm a little shorter than Dr. Smith. We begin our recognitions with Dr. Candice Gray, a professional school counselor at Aberdeen Elementary School. Dr. Gray is from Carrollton, Virginia. She has been in education for 18 years, spending all 18 in Hampton City Schools. She shares, as a school counselor, I have the ability to connect with students, staff, and families. This creates a partnership for stakeholders to feel supported and connected to the school in a way that sets them up to be successful. Counseling provides a unique opportunity to address academic behavior and social needs for students while creating a foundation for student success. Students learn techniques and strategies that help them as they develop and matriculate to the next level. As a counselor, I am not restricted to the classroom and have the opportunity to support student growth and staff development, not only in the school, but also within the community. Let's give a round of applause for Dr. Candice Gray, Aberdeen's Teacher of the Year. From Andrews Pre-K 8 School, Renita Richbren, 6th grade language arts teacher. Ms. Richbren has been in education for 19 years, spending the last 13 in Hampton City Schools. Her hometown is Milton, Florida. Ms. Richbren quotes W.E.B. Du Bois, "Children learn more from what you are than what you teach." She further states that, as an educator, my goal is to provide my students with the tools that are needed to thrive in an ever-changing, technologically advanced world. Teaching with empathy and compassion has equipped me to meet my students where they are without judgment. I am committed to ensuring that all students, regardless of race, ethnicity, and socioeconomic status, have exposure and opportunities for success. Congratulations to Ms. Renita Richbren, Andrews Teacher of the Year. Next, from Armstrong School for the Arts, Bobby Carroll, Professional School Counselor. Miss Carroll is a Hamptonian. She has spent her 3 years in education as a counselor in Hampton City Schools. Growing up, I wasn't sure what I wanted to be, stated Miss Carroll, but I knew that I wanted to help struggling kids like myself. One of the most impactful things of my career has been working with students through grief of family members and friends. During my second year at Armstrong and at the beginning of a worldwide pandemic, I had the very impactful experience of helping an entire grade level of students grieve the passing of their beloved classmate, as well as staff, as this child was one of their special students. There is no gift more formidable than someone choosing to let you into their very broken heart. While my students like to say they learn everything from me, I still learn from them daily. I'm constantly awed by other students' empathy, resilience, and compassion for each other. Thank you, Miss Carroll, for always leading with your head and your heart. Please give a round of applause for Bobby Carroll, Armstrong's Teacher of the Year. From Asbury Elementary School, Lisa A. Haight, Art Teacher. Miss Haight is also a Hamptonian. She has been in education for 30 years, spending 24 years at Hampton City Schools. Miss Haight said, "I am the product of Hampton City Schools. I attended Phillips, Spratley, and in 1978 graduated from Kecoughtan High School. My children attended Hampton City Schools, and my oldest daughter is now teaching at Phoebus High School. I never took an art class until my senior year. It was then that I found my niche. I love teaching art. If a child comes into my room frustrated, I can usually make their day brighter as they leave with a smile on their face." Let's give it up for Asbury's Teacher of the Year, Miss Lisa Haight. Next, we welcome Miss Maureen Hauser, a first grade teacher from Barron Fundamental Elementary School. Miss Hauser, another native to Hampton, has spent her 19 years in education with Hampton City Schools. She expresses, "Being in the classroom is one of my favorite places to be. When a child looks up at me with a sparkle in their eyes because they got it, I know I'm receiving a beautiful gift. I am able to witness children year after year light up because they know the secret code that is reading. I love giving them all the keys to unlock it." Congratulations to Miss Maureen Hauser, Barron's Teacher of the Year. Representing Bassett Elementary School is Kristin Corks, Math Support Specialist. Miss Corks' hometown is Asheboro, North Carolina. She's been in education for 17 years and thankfully found her way to Hampton, where she served our students and staff for 13 years. Ms. Court shares, "From a very early age, I've known teaching is what I was called to do. I've even kidnapped my younger sister and little cousin one summer and forced them to become my students each day until they learned how to cut and color properly. As I matriculated through my teaching career, my methods became less extreme, but my passion has not. It was because of veteran teachers and mentors that I've been able to grow professionally and expound on what I love to do. I am extremely blessed to be in a position to help build the teaching capacity of others and pay it forward." Let's give a round of applause for this dedicated and passionate teacher, Miss Kristin Corks, Bassett's Teacher of the Year. Next, from Bethel High School, Miss Tracy Cornell, Life Science Teacher. Hailing from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Miss Cornell has spent her entire 14 years in education with Hampton City Schools. She affirms, I am passionate about teaching and making connections with my students. I set high expectations and inspire my students to work hard and remain committed to fulfilling their career goals. I get excited each time I witness the aha moments during the lesson as my students' understanding deepens. My greatest joy has been when former students share with me that they are doing well in their college science courses or share their recent acceptance to graduate or nursing school. The best thing about being a teacher is realizing that I am making a positive difference in the life of a child beyond their school years. I am grateful for this opportunity to do whatever it takes for every child, every day. Thank you, Ms. Cornell, for making that positive difference and representing Bethel High as their Teacher of the Year. It's time to recognize Kim Johnson, professional school counselor from Bridgeport Academy. Ms. Johnson, yet another Hamptonian, has been in education for 25 years, all with Hampton City Schools. Her journey is both passionate and emotional. She shares, in 2009, which coincidentally was the same year my mom passed, I moved from Lindsay to Bridgeport, and I was extremely upset. I would cry while riding by the building on Commander Shepherd, and when I did that at least 5 to 10 times before I finally went in. Needless to say, I was called to Bridgeport for a purpose. I am a staunch advocate for the at-risk population, and I love the fact that every day at BPA is an adventure. Even on our most challenging days, we are reminded that we have the ability to make a positive impact on a negative situation by embracing the person and not the offense. At Bridgeport, each day is a new opportunity to get it right. Thank you for sharing your story and always embracing our students. Congratulations to Ms. Kim Johnson, Bridgeport's Teacher of the Year. Let's welcome to the stage Lydia James, second grade teacher from Bryan Elementary School. Miss James is from Bronx, New York. She's been in education for 9 years, spending 5 years with HCS. She states, "One thing that impacted me as a teacher is the power of working together. I had the opportunity to develop a fundraiser for one of our fellow patriots where $1,000 was raised to send this patriot to his sports final. I was a bit nervous about the outcome. However, several people, including the Bryan staff and our families, contributed to this cause, adding to its success. I learned 2 valuable things. 1, when a task is placed in your path, just do it. And 2, we are better together." Congratulations to Miss Lydia James, Bryan's Teacher of the Year. From Burbank Elementary School, kindergarten teacher, Kimberly Cranford. Miss Cranford is from Troy, North Carolina. She started her career in education just 2 years ago here in Hampton City Schools. Ms. Cranford shares, "One of the things I love most about kindergarten is that you never know what they're going to say. My class loves to be silly and make random jokes. At the beginning of the year, while learning our rules, one of my students randomly answered, 'Pickles.' It had nothing to do with the question, but they thought it was hilarious. For the next few minutes, every answer in class came back to pickles. I decided to use it and make jokes, asking our class if our rule was to have walking pickles instead of walking feet. They started laughing and would correct each mistake I made after that, helping to reinforce the rules. It really helped to start to build a relationship with them right at the beginning of the year. They still love to make jokes when answering questions. This week, the answer is chicken. Congratulations to Burbank's Teacher of the Year, Miss Cranford. From Mary T. Christian Elementary School, let's welcome second grade teacher, Miss Laura Miller. Miss Miller is a Hampton native. She has spent 3 years with HCS with a total of 13 years in education. Miss Miller notes, years ago at a professional development meeting for early childhood teachers, a director from a school in Florida stated that there will always be one student in your room who constantly tugs on your shoulder or tugs on your sleeve or taps you on the shoulder multiple times a day. Sometimes the behavior gets tiring to a teacher, and you may not always respond in a positive way. She reminded us that such a student is the one who needs his or her teacher the most. I never forgot those words and try to remind myself of them often. Miss Miller, thank you for being the teacher who recognizes students and their needs. Let's give it up for Miss Laura Miller, Mary T. Christian's Teacher of the Year.
And I'm not as short as Miss Centerfield. I think that's good. Next to the stage is STEM teacher Cheiron Purnell from Cooper Elementary Magnet School for Technology. Miss Purnell is a Hampton native. She has spent 6 years in education and thankfully found her way back to Hampton, serving our students for the last 2 years. She declares, "My teaching experience has allowed me to see children of all ages interested in becoming problem solvers while achieving high expectations. I often see myself from when I got my first STEM opportunity. Now, I have a school full of children who continue to inspire me to stay in the know and embody lifelong learning. From our in-school to our out-of-school opportunities, we invest in one another's future. We learn so much from each other. My students are the sole reason I am excited about teaching and learning every day." Let's give a round of applause to Ms. Cheiron Purnell, Cooper's Teacher of the Year. From the Department of Academic Advancement and Enrichment, gifted resource teacher Ms. Lisa Hibbitts. Ms. Hibbitts is another Hampton native. She has 25 years in education, all with Hampton City Schools. The best part about being an educator is seeing a student blossom right before your eyes and getting to experience the joy of making a difference, shares Ms. Hibbitts. I live for the aha moments when my students first understand a new concept or see how the lesson applies directly to their lives. I love seeing them get excited about learning. These moments are special and motivate me to keep teaching. Ms. Hibbitts, thank you for bringing those aha moments to our HCS students. Let's give a round of applause for Ms. Lisa Hibbitts, DAAE Teacher of the Year. Let's put our hands together for 7th grade math teacher, Jessica Scott from Eaton Fundamental Middle School. Ms. Scott's hometown is Cincinnati, Ohio. She has 12 years of experience in education, with 8 of those here in Hampton. Ms. Scott said, "I entered education working in retention at the university level and found many students were not academically equipped to succeed. I was inspired by their commitment to overcome their deficits to achieve their academic and professional goals. Many of my former students have found success in their chosen career fields. I became a public school teacher to help students pursue, enhance, and master their personal strengths, as well as provide them resources to better prepare them for life after school. Couple this with my experience teaching in Nigeria and Mexico, I have found that students everywhere want to excel. Building relationships with students and their families, exposing them to various opportunities, and challenging them to be better than their insecurities is crucial to their overall success." Let's give it up for Ms. Jessica Scott, Eaton's Teacher of the Year. Congratulations to Amy Ryder, a literacy support specialist at Forest Elementary School. Miss Ryder is a Hamptonian. She has been in education for 20 years, serving all 20 in Hampton City Schools. She's excited to say, I'm a proud product of HCS. I attended Mary Jackson Elementary, formerly Tucker Caps, Caesar Tarrant, formerly Davis Middle, and Bethel High School. Clearly, I love our city, and I guess you could say education is in my blood. My mother and father were both educators in HCS. I grew up hearing about the importance of quality instruction and the need to form strong relationships with students in order for them to reach their full potential. Focusing on the whole child and social-emotional learning is as important to me as it was for them. Understanding this has truly made me a better educator. As James Comer said, no significant learning can happen without a significant relationship. I keep this quote in my heart and my mind daily as I work with the scholars of Forest Elementary. Miss Ryder, we are glad education is in your blood. Let's give a round of applause for Miss Amy Ryder, Forest Elementary's Teacher of the Year. From the home of the Crabbers, the Hampton High School, let's welcome mathematics teacher Kenyatta Johnson Hardy. Ms. Hardy is from Greenville, North Carolina. She has been in education for 23 years, spending 20 in Hampton City Schools. The impact of hearing students say, "Thank you, Ms. Hardy," is one of the best parts of teaching, she shares. My first or second year at Hampton High, I had a young man who didn't care in the beginning. I enjoy building relationships and discussing real-life situations with students and my experiences. I wasn't aware he was even listening to me. In our many conversations of examples in math, one day I spoke about wanting a bread machine. I love mine. This young man came back to visit after graduation. He told me, "Miss Hardy, if you didn't keep believing in me, I would have never qualified to get into the military. I'm bringing you this bread machine to say thank you." I may not get bread machines now, LOL, but I get many heartfelt thank yous from students who became their own heroes. Miss Hardy, thank you for being an HCS hero. Congratulations for being named Hampton High's Teacher of the Year. Congratulations to first grade teacher, Miss Jermaine White from Mary W. Jackson Elementary School. Miss White is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She has been with HCS for 17 years with a total of 25 years in education. Miss White shares, "As adults, we have underlying doubts and insecurities. Currently, I am thriving through my second diagnosis of breast cancer. During my first diagnosis, I mainly struggled with my appearance. I had lost all of my hair and was very self-conscious. One day, during reading, one of my scholars asked why I wear scarves on my head, and I reminded them I was ill. One recommended borrowing their mother's wigs instead. On the same day, the scholar concluded that we should have a class trip to the local wig shop to help me pick out a wig. I explained our school would disapprove of a trip to the wig shop. Later, they advised me I could go bald and that having hair isn't significant. They just wanted their happy teacher back. After talking to my firsties, I realized I should embrace the blessing of life. Miss White, we commend you for the dedication to your students and how you continue to embrace your blessings even through life's many challenges. Let's give a big round of applause to Miss Jermaine White, Mary W. Jackson's Teacher of the Year. Next, we welcome Dr. Hope Wilson, science teacher at Jones Magnet Middle School. Dr. Wilson is from Washington, D.C. She has 23 years in education with 4 years in Hampton City Schools. Dr. Wilson says, I have 23 years of 180 stories that I could recount, and that still could not capture what teaching has been for me. While I have had special students, special moments, and special events that have made an impact, it is the daily grind, the funny antics, the heartbreaking stories, the light bulb coming on in a child's eyes, and the hugs and the tears that have kept me going. I am honored to have participated in so many lives over these past years and have truly created a village that extends out of the classroom. The reward is seeing the success of students after they leave you, watching them grow and become adults. It has been a pleasure to attend college graduations, weddings, bridal and baby showers, to be in the birthing room, and to have relationships years after I have taught them. Dr. Wilson, we are glad you are part of our village here in Hampton. Congratulations on being recognized as Jones Teacher of the Year. Please welcome from Kecoughtan High School, Karen Chang, Science Teacher. Ms. Chang is from Fairfax, Virginia. She has 12 years of experience in education, with 3 of those years in Hampton City Schools. Ms. Chang notes the following: my favorite teaching moments are when the students get as excited about the content as I do. Recently, we had a microscopy unit in one of my classes where students were tasked with creating a microscopy digital portfolio. This unit is generally the first real experience that the students have with working with microscopes, viewing and preparing their own slides. There is always a chorus of audible gasps as students bring their first specimen into focus, usually followed by a flurry of, "You've got to come see this." The moment of discovery really starts to gather as students learn to prepare their own slides. I revel in these moments when we as teachers can point the students in the right direction and they just take off on their own inquiry-driven paths. Let's give a big round of applause for Miss Karen Chang, Kecoughtan's Teacher of the Year. From Ann H. Kilgore Gifted Center is music teacher Amanda Galloway. Miss Galloway is from Staten Island, New York. She has been in education for 6 years, spending the past 5 in Hampton City Schools instructing elementary music, grades 3 through 5, chorus, grades 6 through 8, as well as musical theater and show choir. Miss Galloway proclaims, "My favorite teaching experience has been directing the musical at Kilgore. It involves so many students and so many members of our community. It is extremely fulfilling to see it all come together." Thank you, Ms. Galloway, for orchestrating opportunities for our young people that extend well beyond the classroom walls. Let's hear it from Ms. Amanda Galloway, Ann H. Kilgore Gifted Center's Teacher of the Year. Let's welcome to the stage first grade teacher Veronica Wood Jansen from Craft Elementary School. Ms. Wood Jansen's hometown is Hampton, Virginia. She has 20 years of educational experience, with 19 of those years here in Hampton City Schools. Ms. Wood Jansen shares, "I am thankful that teaching has given me the opportunity to work with many great administrators, teachers, and other staff members throughout the years. This career has been so rewarding in many ways. However, the best part is teaching first grade. This is when most of our babies learn to read, and when January comes around and you see that light bulb come on, it is the best feeling ever. Also, at their age in first grade, they have no concept of age of others. So when they want to know how old I am and start guessing my age, every now and then I am around 70 years old. But more often than not, I get to be in my 20s or 30s again. They sure know how to make your day without even knowing it. Ms. Wood Jansen, thank you for your youthful disposition and love for your students. Congratulations for being recognized Craft Teachers of the Year. On to Langley Elementary School. Please welcome English language learner teacher, Miss Melanie Martin. Miss Martin is from Poquoson, Virginia. She has been with Hampton City Schools for 8 years, with 11 total years in education. Miss Martin states, I've taught English language learners on 4 continents before coming to HCS. What I love so much about HCS is the community and environment. Teachers and students have a culture of being accommodating and accepting of all students, no matter their background. I've had the opportunity to teach students from all over the world who speak over 20 different languages. I love hearing stories of how they came into this country and what their lives were like before. I've helped students write their stories of walking miles to get access to clean water, having no clothes to wear, escaping natural disasters, or fearing for their lives before their families fled their country. One memorable quote was from a girl who walked miles to get here. She told me her mom said, "In America, anything is possible." Ms. Martin, thank you for being a part of our HCS community. Congratulations on being recognized as Langley's Teacher of the Year.
Let's hear it from math teacher Travis Oliver from Lindsay Middle School. Mr. Oliver's hometown is Chicago, Illinois. He has been with Hampton City Schools for 4 years with 9 total years in education. Mr. Oliver shares, one year I had an extremely bright and challenging student. Her behavior presented numerous challenges. At the end of the year, after she passed her SOL, she came to my room to speak with me. The words she shared with me continue to inspire my ministry of helping young people realize their potential. She said, "Mr. Oliver, I can't stand you, but I did respect you. You never changed who you were, no matter who was around. Even if the principal was in the room, you treated us the same. That was why I worked hard in your class." Her comments meant the world to me because we all want to be liked, but having our students respect shows they recognize you are genuinely here for them. I will do all that I can to help them become who they are destined to be. Let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Travis Oliver, Lindsay Middle School's Teacher of the Year. Moving on to Machen Elementary School, let's welcome first grade teacher, Ms. Lauren Rhodes. Ms. Rhodes is from Carrollton, Virginia. She has been in education for 5 years, spending 2 in Hampton City Schools. Ms. Rhodes says, I am humbled and honored to have been selected as Machen's Teacher of the Year for the 2022 school year. I think teaching is one of the most rewarding careers you can have. For me, it's the little things that my students do that reignite my passion and commitment to teaching. Having students who invite me to their football games, birthday parties, leave voicemails just to let me know that they miss me, or just watching the smile that comes across their face when they learn how to read reminds me of the powerful impact we have as educators for our students. Congratulations to Ms. Lauren Rhodes, the Machen Nation's Teacher of the Year. Now let's welcome to the stage Ms. Moten's Early Childhood Center pre-K teacher, Tanea Ames. Tayana. It's important to say the name correct. Tayana Ames. Ms. Ames is from Accomack, Virginia. She has been serving our students and family in Hampton for 16 years with 17 total years in experience. Ms. Ames states, teaching has always been a rewarding experience. I've wanted to do it since I was a little girl. My teachers throughout my educational journey were wonderful. I'm thankful that I've been able to provide such an atmosphere of learning for my students. COVID-19 has given the last few years a different experience for many of us. In the midst of the pandemic, I was surprised and impressed that while in a store, a young man and I shared a double take. On his second turn around, he said, Ms. Ames, I said, "Yes, Jay, it is me." He gave me a big hug and proceeded to tell me how his high school year was going as a junior. I had not seen him since he was in my class in 2009. I felt good to know that I made a memorable impact on him, that he recognized me 11 years later and while being masked. Thank you, Ms. Ames, for making such an impact on our littlest learner. Let's give a round of applause for Ms. Tayana Ames for being recognized as Moten's Teacher of the Year. Yes. Let's give a round of applause for Albert W. Patrick III, elementary school second grade teacher, Tamika Brown. Ms. Brown is one of our Hamptonians who has been with Hampton City Schools for all 9 years of her educational career. She notes, "What I love best about teaching is getting the opportunity to build positive relationships with students. We laugh a lot, we have dance parties, we celebrate one another, all while learning and tackling challenges that arise. I also love being able to show my students that I am human, which helps them to understand me as a person, not just as a teacher. They understand that we all make mistakes and can learn from them. We all want to be liked by others. We all have to continue to work on our problem-solving skills. It's heartwarming to catch those moments when what has been taught is being applied, when two friends ask to step aside to talk it out. Being a teacher is probably one of the most rewarding experiences I have ever had, all because of the connections that I make with my students. Ms. Brown, we may need to visit your classroom to catch those dance moves. Congratulations, Ms. Tamika Brown, Patrick's Teacher of the Year." Next, from Ms. Mary S. Peak Elementary School, is first grade teacher, Ms. Krista Rizzak. Hate messing up people's names. Ms. Rizzak is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She has spent all 4 years of her time in education in Hampton City Schools. Ms. Rizzak says, "My favorite part of teaching has always been the relationships built with my scholars. First graders are the funniest, kindest, and most interesting people. They compliment my stick figure drawings as if I was a modern-day Michelangelo. They applaud my spontaneous singing as if I am performing a live concert, and I applaud theirs. My scholars think I am the best, so I try to be my best for them every day. For almost 10 months, a year, our lives were intertwined. We laugh, share our emotions, and most importantly, grow together. They are the most memorable and impactful part of teaching." Let's put our hands together and recognize Krista Rizzak, Miss Mary Peak's Teacher of the Year. Representing Phoenix Pre-K to 8 school is 8th grade civics and economics teacher, Carrie O'henley. O'henley. Her hometown is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are fortunate that she can come down south and begin her teaching career 6 years ago with Hampton City Schools. Miss O'Henley, am I saying it right? O'Henley shares a student from my first year of teaching, and I share a birthday and love that we are birthday twins. After my student moved into high school, he and I still continue to exchange birthday wishes each year. On our birthday, during his senior year, he surprised me at Phoenix with balloons so we could celebrate together one more time before he graduated. We continue to keep our tradition each year, even now as he is in college. I may not be your birthday today, but we are still celebrating you. Miss O'Henley, congratulations for being recognized as Phoenix Teacher of the Year. From Phillips Elementary School, please join us in recognizing 5th grade teacher, Miss Tracy Pollard. Miss Pollard is from Williamsburg, Virginia. She has been with Hampton City Schools for 3 years with 10 total years in education. Miss Pollard states, Teaching is an investment into a long life relationship with not only my students, but their family as well. Watching my students grow, helping them see their own potential is so rewarding. Although I only have my students for the year, they remain in my heart for a lifetime. Thank you, Ms. Pollard, for investing in our students each day. Let's give a round of applause for Ms. Tracy Pollard, Phillips Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Please welcome to the stage Caitlin Deal, English teacher at Phoebus High School. Ms. Deal is a Hamptonian and has spent her 5 years in education serving the students and family of Hampton City Schools. She shares, "I've wanted to be a teacher since I was 3 years old. This has been the only career plan I have ever had. It is hard for me to see myself doing anything else despite the challenges the field of education faces. I learned several years ago to find my why, and Phoebus High School has let me figure that out year after year. My favorite part about teaching is the relationships that I build with the students. In the hall, at the football games, field trips, one-on-one conversations, and silly jokes. In addition to my relationship with students, I have made long-lasting friends with adults. I have seen my friends get married, have babies. We have gone on trips together and collaborated in and out of the classroom. I can't wait to see what's next. Thank you, Ms. Deal, for continuing to establish those important relationships with our students and colleagues. Let's give a round of applause for Ms. Caitlin Deal, Phoebus High School Teacher of the Year. Congratulations to Gregory Mcdough, a third grade teacher at Smith Elementary School. Mr. Mcdough is from Petersburg, Virginia. He has been in education for 3 years, with all 3 at Hampton City Schools. Mr. Mcdough says, "My favorite part of being a teacher is the relationships I build with my students and watching them grow. I love to see their thought process change, their minds develop, and their thinking process. I love to watch them set goals and work hard to reach them." Let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Gregory Mcdough, Smith Teacher of the Year. Our next recognition is for Sims Middle School. Please welcome 8th grade math teacher, Mr. Travis Riddick. Mr. Riddick's hometown is just on the other side of the water, Norfolk, Virginia. He has been a part of Hampton City Schools team for all 7 years of his educational career. When asked what he likes most about teaching, his response is resilience. "I remember my first year at Sims. I had no idea how to teach. I was terrible at teaching. I wanted to quit the first 3 months of being an educator, but I couldn't give it up. My first year of teaching has continued to teach me something that I have always had to be in my life, resilient." So what do I like most about teaching or education? I love teaching students how to be resilient, whether academically, behaviorally, or mentally. The competition is not the next person, it's the person in the mirror. Thank you, Mr. Riddick, for your resilience. We're glad you never gave up on yourself or your students. Let's give a round of applause for Mr. Travis Riddick, Sims Middle School Teacher of the Year. Last, but certainly not least, please help us welcome to the stage special education teacher Priscilla Scott Thomas from Cheiron Middle School. Miss Scott Thomas is from Florida. She has 26 years of experience in education, with 9 of those years in Hampton City Schools. She shares, "As a child, I knew I wanted to spend my life making a difference in the lives of others. I majored in psychology because I wanted to understand how the mind works and how we learn. After working as a mental health counselor for a year, I was drawn to teaching when I discovered that my 17-year-old client could not read. At that moment, I knew I wanted to teach children who struggled with learning. My first job as a special education teacher was at the high school I attended. On my first day, one of my 9th grade students thanked me for helping her with reading. She was so proud she read the entire story from the first time. The joy I felt was indescribable. The look on her face was unforgettable. I knew I had discovered my life's purpose, teaching my purpose and my passion. What a nice reflection to end on. Teaching is about passion and making a difference in the lives of our students. Let's give it up for Ms. Scott Thomas, Cheiron's Teacher of the Year.
Can we give our Teachers of the Year one more standing round of applause? Yes, congratulations. It is now time to announce our Hampton City Schools Elementary, Middle, and High School Teachers of the Year. I have envelopes. They are labeled for no Steve Harvey moments. Okay. So we're going to start with the Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Let me share a few details about this person with you. This teacher serves on several committees, including the school leadership team, the math vertical team, and the character chats team. This teacher participates in the 21st Century Tutoring Program and works on a garden project with her colleague. This teacher is working on her national board certification and has seen tremendous growth as a result of the Letters Training Program. 80% of the students increased their spelling from fall to mid-year on the PALS assessment. Can we have a drum roll, please? Elementary school. This Teacher of the Year is Krista Rizzak from Mary Peak Elementary School. Woo! Come on up, Krista. Go ahead over there. That's exciting. Okay. Let's make sure I get it right. Yes. Yes. Congratulations to the Elementary School 2022-2023 Teacher of the Year. Her proud principal there, Mr. Hicks. Middle school, okay. Oh, I'm not going to say that. Let's now reveal some information one more time. It's Rizzak, Mary Peak Elementary School. Let's now reveal some information about our Hampton City Schools Middle School Teacher of the Year. This teacher serves as the Mastery Connect and Swivel teacher for the school and serves on the Climate and Culture Committee. This teacher is an active member of both the John Wesley AME Zion Church and Livingstone College Alumni Program. This teacher uses summers to attend Collegiate Science Teacher Academy and has been recognized by Explore Learning as one of the Hampton City Schools' top users. I guess we know who that is. Drum roll, please. Dr. Hope Wilson from Jones Magnet Middle School. Congratulations. Woo-hoo! Yes, girl, come on. Oh. Congratulations, Dr. Wilson, to the Jones staff and her family as well. Like, just give it to me. Just give it to me. I got it. I got it. Just give it to me. I've got it. Congratulations again to Dr. Hope Wilson from Jones Magnet Middle School, the 2022-23 Middle School Teacher of the Year. Now it's time to divulge some particulars about the high school Teacher of the Year. This teacher serves as an academy lead in their building, as the mentor lead teacher in their building. This teacher discussed the academies of Hampton in the recent Community Priorities Workshop and co-sponsors the Model United Nations Club. The combination of this teacher's intensive work with the Freshman Academy resulted in a decrease in the retention rate from 23% to 4%. Drum roll, please. Caitlin Deal, Phoebus High School! Woo! Congratulations! Phoebus, come on and celebrate. Congratulations to Caitlin Deal, Hampton City Schools High School Teacher of the Year for 2022-2023 from Phoebus High School. Can we please have the building administrators to please stand that are here today, all of you, not just those that are our selected elementary, middle, high. We are so glad you are here. And congratulations to Mary Peak Principal, Jones, and Phoebus Principals. We're congratulating you as well. Well, that was exciting. This brings this year's Teacher of the Year recognition to an end. But before we go, I'm looking for her now. There she is. Everybody look back in that corner over there. And I'm going to ask Ms. Miriam Ortiz to please stand. She doesn't want to, but she's going to stand, and we're going to give her the loudest applause we can give her right now. She did all of this. Yes. We love you, Miriam. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. To all of the Teacher of the Year Selection Committee members, could you please stand? If you are here, the Teacher of the Year Selection Committee members. To the Teacher of the Year Special Event Committee members, you stand also, please. We want to thank WHCS Channel 46 and all of the folks working to make sure that this event is accessible, to the graphics department. I mean, this is amazing. Look at it up here. Absolutely amazing, to the graphics department and the print shop. Could they please stand so we could recognize you as well? Where are you? Mr. Hauser, husband of Ms. Hauser, Teacher of the Year, Baron, just saying. Thank you to Dr. Smith, to Dr. Mason, to our division leadership team members that are present, to the members of the school board, and all of the school administrators, teachers, family members, supporters, friends. We thank you all for embodying the Hampton City Schools vision of, say it with me, every child, every day, whatever it takes. Now, there is a special sweet something available outside as you leave. So make sure that you pick up your cupcake goodie and stop by the photo booth to take a photo with your family or school members before you exit. We thank you again. Stay safe, drive safely, and have a great evening. Thank you.